Action.
Welcome! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to throw a football as if you were a quarterback. These are my students. Alright, so the first thing that you want to have down is your grip of the ball. So, everybody take your ball. Now, you're going to want to start with your index finger or your middle finger and your ring finger. Put them in the first couple grooves of the laces, wherever feels most comfortable, okay? You're going to want to have it towards the inside of the ball, not over here gripping the end of the ball. Beautiful. The next thing you're going to want to look at is your index finger. You're going to want it pointed out so that there's a good space between all your fingers, because the less space you have, the less good your grip is, and you're going to drop your ball. Then your thumb should come around the bottom and it should make an L shape with your thumb and your index finger. So make sure that you make an L so you don't take an L. This should give you a solid grip. So to practice getting in proper grip quick, because you are going to be throwing the ball from the snapper and you got to get it and get your grip good, we're just going to practice throwing a ball to someone and getting in your proper grip as quick as you can. Beautiful. My students are pros, they're quick learners. All right, the next important part about throwing a football is going to be your base or your stance. This is how your legs are. It's crucial to make sure that you have the correct amount of power in your throw. So to start, you're going to want to face sideways towards your target. So if I'm throwing this way, my non-dominant, my non-throwing side is going to be towards the target. So let's see it. You guys are throwing this way? Which way are you throwing? You just got to decide.
We'll go that way.
All right, beautiful. So they're throwing this way. Then you're going to want to have your feet in the athletic position. So this is a little more than shoulder width apart. So shoulder width, take a little extra nudge out. Having a little bit of a wider stance is going to prevent you from overstepping when you take your step to throw. If you're too narrow, you're going to want to take a wider step and it's going to mess up your throw. So a little bit over shoulder length, facing the target with a slight bend at the knees. So whenever you unhinge, catch yourself, and that's where you should be, this athletic position. Looks good, looks good. The next part is going to be your arm mechanics. This is what your arm is doing when you're throwing the ball. So now we're in our athletic position. We're sideways to our target. We have our solid grip. We have our L. We're going to win. This is going to be great. So a common mistake is that people will just go up right away to throw the ball. This can injure your shoulder and not give you an optimal throw. So what you're going to do is you're going to hinge out to make an opposite L. Now this can be anywhere in here as long as it's not over that 90 degree. So some quarterbacks have it a little tighter, some are a little bigger, but anywhere in here is fine, wherever is comfortable, as long as you get that initial hinge. Once you're hinged, you're going to want to take one step out and put your front foot at about a 90 degree angle to this one. Right? So we're going to go back and step at the same time. Let's see it. Beautiful. They're so good. My students are so good. Now, once you're stepped out, now you're going to get into your high 90, your high L. So this is when your ball's coming up, right? So this is when you're going to want to flex for the ladies, right? Let's see it, boys. You're going up, flex it for the ladies. Beautiful. Right? Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to go into our throw and our follow through. So these two go together. So once we're up here in our high position, we're flexing for the ladies, we're ready to go, our foot's out, everything's looking good. You're going to throw and you're going to drive with your hips. So you're going to want to turn your hips before your arm moves forward. This is where all your power is going to come from. So you're going to turn your hips as you're ready to throw. So let's just see that. You're going up, you're stepping, you're driving with your hips. Perfect. You really want to face your target then. That's how you're ending, facing your target. Now, for your hand, do you have a question, Mr. Lipke? Okay.
No.
If you do, feel free to ask. So then, your ball should have that hard C. Do you see your hard C? Once you release your ball, your hand is going to go right into your pocket. So once you feel that high C, hard C at top, you're going to let go of the ball and you're going to tuck your hand right into your pocket. Alrighty? So when you put it all together, it should look something like this. Let's see it. Put all your steps together. Beautiful. Good job, guys. So, for an activity that you can do to make sure that your students have this down, I'm gonna steal a drill from a very wise professor and coach, Mr. Johnson. Yes, Mr. Lipke, is there another question? Okay. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're just gonna throw towards each other and you're gonna wanna aim inside the box. We did this earlier this week. So inside your box is gonna be 2 points, outside the box is gonna be 1, and if they can't catch it, it's 0. Now this is where you're gonna wanna have accountability. So the person you're throwing to, if I'm gonna throw to him, and I throw, and if I didn't have proper mechanics, I want him to let me know. Say no points in proper mechanics, right? So give us a throw. I'm watching, I'm seeing if my partner has a good throw, and he did. So he gets his points. This is a great drill to just get comfortable throwing the ball. You can start close together or farther away if you're feeling a little more advanced. Hopefully this helps you learn how to throw your football.